Hello there, everyone. My name is Amista, and today we're going to look at something that's more of a current event. I want to look at Johnny Depp has some libel cases that are coming up. One is over in the UK, one is in Virginia in the United States. The one in the UK is he's taking somebody to court for libel. It's called Group Newspapers is the name of the company who they publish a tabloid called The Sun over there, and also that tabloid's executive editor, Dan Wooten, I think. Anyway, a judge is going to decide this on November the 2nd, decide this case. So I want to see, just for kicks and giggles, what my cards have to say about the outcome of this case. And basically, is Johnny Depp going to come out as the winner of this case whenever it is decided? Okay, so the cards that I'm seeing here are not giving me a straight yes or no. So I do want to go ahead and just read exactly what they are saying. Okay, for those of you who are into the tarot, what we've got first is the Nine of Cups in reverse. So that talks about dissatisfaction, not being happy with something. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. In this deck, to me, this talks about that things don't go as planned. And then third card we have Seven of Swords in reverse. This talks about the truth coming out after being hidden. And then we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Ten of Wands in reverse talks about putting down some type of responsibility. And then we have the Tower. The Tower is a card that talks about shaking up somebody's world. Okay, so whatever way this is decided is going to shake up somebody's world. Either it's going to shake up, the defendant's world, or it's going to shake up his world. So we want to look at this a little bit. So we basically asked from Johnny Depp's perception, is he going to come out on top of this? The first card talking about dissatisfaction would kind of tell me no, straight up, that he's not feeling like he's coming out the winner on this. With that Eight of Pentacles in reverse, things are not going as planned. There wasn't a good plan here that was put together. There is some kind of truth that is coming out that, this can imply sort of a cover-up. This card to me, when it's right side up, implies, having a secret and not wanting anybody to know what that secret is, but making up for. Usually it's, when it's in reverse, it's coming back to make up for that, whatever that secret was, without actually letting on what this person has done before. So to me, this is coming back to the scene of the crime, basically. So that could be all the talk in court would be going back to the scene of the crime. A lot of talk, a lot of truth coming out here. And then we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. To me, the Ten of Wands in reverse, this is talking about somebody not being held accountable. They're not carrying this responsibility. And so I think what's going on here is that the newspaper is not being held accountable for publishing what they did about Johnny Depp. And then with the Tower card, I think that's because the newspaper is not being held accountable. This is going to be a defeat that is really be a hard one to take on Mr. Depp's part. Okay, so that's just one judgment, though. That's the first one that is being ruled on November 2nd over in Great Britain. There's another one where he's suing his ex-wife, Amber Heard, for over a story that was printed in the Washington Post talking about domestic violence. So this trial isn't even coming up till 2021. And I just want to see, will Mr. Depp come out the winner of this particular trial. Now, I don't know when these trials were started, but I do know astrologically to start a war or start a fight or sue somebody while Aries in retrograde seems to, from everything I've heard astrologers say, kind of guarantee that you're not going to win that. I don't know when either one of these suits were filed, if they were filed while Aries was in retrograde or not. But we are in Aries retrograde period right now. So let's look at this Amber Heard case and if he'll come out the winner on this one. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, first of all, I think this is nice because whatever is going on here, we end with the Ten of Swords. So this is not going to be a decision that's appealed or taken to a higher court. That's the first thing that jumps out at me about this. That's actually the last card that I put down. So for those of you into the tarot, that was the last card. First card is the Six of Pentacles. That generally talks about something being reciprocal or even doubt. Coins are a major feature here. This could be that, you know, he's paying quite a bit of money to do this lawsuit, which, you know, anytime you get a lawyer, you're paying quite a bit of money. Eight of Cups in reverse could be coming back to the United States for this lawsuit, but it definitely is coming back to some place or something that left you feeling depleted before. We have the Moon showing up here. The Moon talks about psychic abilities, talks about reflection. And then after the Moon, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. And then I already showed you the Ten of Swords as our last card. So when I'm looking at this case that's being filed in Virginia, looks to me like if this is a reciprocal case, then what's going to happen if it hasn't already, and I haven't done a whole lot of research on this, would be that she'll do a countersuit. So if he's filing a suit against her, she would be going to do a countersuit to me, the way this card comes up. With that Eight of Cups coming back, to me this is going back over those old memories, rehashing things in court. Could also possibly be coming back to the United States. I'm not sure where he lives these days, but could be coming back to the United States for the case. I don't really know if that's just going over the memories or coming back geographically. With this Moon card, the Moon card talks about reflections. It also talks about illusions. It talks about the shadows that the moon creates as we're walking along on a moonlit night. Not everything looks the same as it does in daytime. Things look differently in nighttime. And so this could be talking about that there is a perception that is different that is shown here or exposed here. So there's a perception that looks different now than it did during the time that things were going on. And what else do we have? We have this Page of Swords in reverse. To me, the Page of Swords in reverse does talk about stalking, digging for information, doing research. Okay, and I also feel like this is tied in with some kind of negative message too, the types of messages that we don't want to hear. So there could be some research that's done that brings back an answer or a message that we would rather not hear. We're looking at this from Johnny Depp's standpoint, so this would say that whatever research is done comes back with an answer that he would rather not hear. So to me, I don't think that this is going to be something that he's very happy with either. It may be that there's a countersuit from Amber, and that it turns out that she ends up coming out on top. Whatever happens, though, this is a done deal. This is not something that is going to be relitigated after this, at least not with Amber. Okay, that's what I've got. Interesting stuff. Thanks for being here.